We are back in Japan for day 12 of the May 2021 Basho, and I'm going to do things slightly different today. I'm going to roll all the dice, and I'm going to take them red, white, blue, black and silver, so if they're required I will use them in that order. So let's get on to the first fight, and the fighters are coming to the dojo. Ishuru! Tokushoyoru! So we have a difference of 2, which is slight. So 15 on slight is a win for Tokushoyu. And then we have 10, which is a win by Oshidashi. And then the blue is a 25, so it is in 15 seconds. I think I might just roll the red, white and blue, and then if I have to, roll the other ones. Chiyotayu Okinoumi. Difference of 13, which is major. 36 on a major is a favorite, has control. So we go to the control chart with a 16. The controlling Sumotori loses focus and the match, so Chiyotayu wins, and he wins by Tsukidashi. And the time is 24, which is 26 seconds. So Chiyotayu will go to 7 and 5, and I forgot to give you the rankings of the others in the last fight. So we move to bout 3. Tamawashi Keisei. Difference of 20, which is huge. Tamawashi is 6 and 5. Keisei is 2 and 9. So 56 on a huge. His underdog has control. And we have a 14. The Sumotori jockey for control in the center of the dojo. The controlling Sumotori is finally able to put the opponent away and wins. So Keisei wins, and he wins by Oshidashi. So he will move to 3 and 9, and the time is 15, which is 38 seconds. So moving to bout 4. Dayamami 6 and 5. Terutsuyoshi 7 and 4. Dayamami is 4 and 7, sorry. Terutsuyoshi is 7 and 4. Difference of 7, which is normal. 14 on a 7. Terutsuyoshi wins, and he wins by Oshidashi, so he will move to 8 and 4. And the time on that bout is 12 seconds. Shimanoumi 10 and 1. Akua 4 and 7. Difference of 22, which is huge. 34 on a huge is a win for the favourite. And he wins by Yorikiri. And the time of that win is 24, which is 10 seconds. So Shimano Umi moves to 11-1 and stays in the hunt for the title. And we go to bout 6. Kotonowaka! Kotonowaka is 7-4. Kagayashi! Kagayashi is also 7-4, and there is an even contest. 24 on an even, that's favourite has control, white. 25 on the control chart. The Sumotori jockey for control in the centre of the doyo. The controlling Sumotori is finally able to put the opponent away and win. So Kagayaki wins, and he wins by 7 Yorikiri. And the time of that is 32 seconds. So Kagayaki will go to 8-4. And Konotowaka will drop to 7-5. Surugisho! Chiyomaru! So Surugisho is 3-8 and Chiyomaru is 6-5. The favourite though is Surugisho by a 3, which is slight. 46 on a slight is going to be the underdog win. So Chiyomaru wins, and he wins by Tsukidashi. So Chiyomaru wins by Tsukidashi. And the time on that is 26, which is 23 seconds. So Chiyomaru goes to 6-6, and Surugishi will go to 3-9. Kotoeko! He's 6-5. Endo is 4-7, and there's a gap of 20 to Endo, which is huge. Take that off there. 56. Underdog has control, so Kotoeko has control. 66. Controlling Sumotori is given a favoured status of 2. Re-roll the dice and refer to the 66 chart. So he's a favour of 2 on the 66 chart, which is the blue dice. 16. Underdog wins in surprise upset. Reduce favoured rating by 20 and check for favourite for injury, which we don't have injuries. So Endo is actually now the underdog because Kotoeko had a favour of 2. So Endo wins by Yorikiri. And the time on that is 16, which is 53 seconds, so a very long bout there. Chiyoshimura! Takara Fuji! Chiyoshimura is 3-8. Takara Fuji is 10-1. And there's a gap of 27, so this is improbable. And that will be a win for Takara Fuji by Yorikiri. And is timed at 6 seconds. Very quick bout there. So Chiyoshima goes to 3 and 9. Takara Fuji still in the hunt at 11 and 1. Horoshu Tochinoshin. Horoshu is 2 and 9. Tochinoshin is 7 and 4. And with a difference of 5, a minor advantage. 34 on a minor is going to be favourite, has control. 44 on the control chart. High. For each Sumotori, find the highest of the power, balance and technical rating. So for Horoshu it's 56 power. For Tochinoshin it's 84 balance. The highest will win. So Tochinoshin will win. And he will win by Atakakomi. And the time will be 16, which is 41 seconds. So Horoshu will go to 3 and 10. Tochinoshin will go to 8 and 4. He's not really in the hunt, but at least he's got a positive record, which is all important in sumo. You can't get demoted. Aoyama! Miyogiryu! So Aoyama is 0 and 3. He's just from the lower ranks competition, but is substituting for an injured fighter. Miyogiryu is 4 and 7. There's a difference of 18, which is huge. 25 on a huge is a favourite win, so Miyogiryu wins. And he wins by Hatakikomi. And the time is 7 seconds. So Aoyama will go to 0 and 4, and Miyogiryu will go to 5 and 7. So he's getting back to trying to get parity. Kiribayama! Tobizaru! So Kiribayama is 3 and 8 and Tobizaru is 1 and 10. The difference is 11, which is major. 15, Kiribayama wins the bout and he wins it by Katasukashi. And the time is 11 seconds. So Kiribayama will move to 4 and 8 and Tobizaru will move to 1 and 11. He's certainly not had a good Basho. Wakatakakage! Hidenoumi! So Wakatakakage is 5 and 6. Hidenoumi is 2 and 9, and there's a difference of yards. It's 28, so improbable. And so Wakatakakage wins, and he wins by Yorikiri. And the time is 9 seconds. So Wakatakakage will go into tomorrow's round at 6 and 6, all tied up. Hidenoumi will go in at 2 and 10. Mikateumi! Meisei! So Mikateumi is 6 and 5. Meisei is 3 and 8. The difference is 10, which is major. 34 on a major is just inside the favourite wins, so Mikateumi wins by Yorikiri. And he wins at 12 seconds. So Mikateumi will go to 7 and 5 tomorrow. Maisei will be 3 and 9. He's going to fail to reach parity. Hokuto Fuji! Daisho! Hokuto Fuji is 4 and 7 and Daisho is 3 and 8. Difference is 7 for Daisho, which is normal. And we have a 24 on a normal, which is the win for Daisho. He wins by Oshidashi. And the time is 6 seconds. So Hokuto Fuji will be 4 and 8 tomorrow. And Daisho will also be 4 and 8 tomorrow. Shodai Takanosho. So Shodai is unbeaten at 11 and 0 and Takanosho is 9 and 2. And Takanosho needs to win this if he wants to challenge for the title. Shodai has a favour of 8, which is normal. 35 on a normal is favourite has control. So 22 on the control table. Balance. Compare the balance of each sumatori. Highest one wins. So the balance for Shodai is 90. Takanosho is 9. So it's going to be a win for Shodai. And he will win by Oshiteyoshi. And the time will be 25 seconds. So Shodai will stay unbeaten at 12 and 0. Takanosho will move to 9 and 3. 3 bouts to come. Ichinojo! Takakaesho! So Ichinojo is 6 and 5. Takakaesho is 11 and 0, unbeaten. And there's a gap of 25, which is improbable. 46, which is a win for Takakaesho. And he wins by Oshidashi. And the time of the win is 24 seconds. Takayasu! The opponent for Takayasu is Asanoyama, and I'm going to follow what happened in real life yesterday. Asanoyama, who is one of the top prospects, is also in the stable of the person that runs Sumo. He was in the tabloid papers having visited a place of ill repute, shall we say, from what I gather, the night before the start of the Basho, and that broke the protocols of Sumo during COVID, and so he has been banned from the rest of this tournament and I believe the next tournament, and he's going to be demoted 2 levels. Now this guy, they reckon, is going to be the next Yokozuna, or he was, but now he's dropped down 2 ranks, so he has to work his way back up again to get back to this stage. And Yokozuna is not an easy thing to reach. You have to win 2 of these Bashos in a row, and then you become Yokozuna. The thing is, you cannot be demoted from Yokozuna you've got there. So he didn't cover himself in glory apparently, because he originally said that he had not been to this place, but then had to admit it after the stories came out. So Asanoyama is 9-2, and he will stay 9-2 for the rest of the tournament. Out in disgrace, and Takayasu, who was also 9-2, will move to 9-3 because he wins by default. So there you go, a bit of excitement in the sumo world. And the final bout, Onosho Terunofuji. Onosho is 5-6, and Terunofuji is 6-5, and the gap is 10, which is major. 45 on a major is underdog, has control. 12. Non-Yokozuna versus Yokozuna, which is not. The Yokozuna would win the match. Otherwise, controlling Sumatri gains the advantage and wins. So Onosho wins the fight. And he wins the fight by Shitatenagi. And the time on that is 26, which is 32 seconds. So into tomorrow's round of fights, Onosho will go to 6-6, and Terunofuji will also go to 6-6. So that's the end of day 12. My voice has stood up to all that squeaking that I did, and I don't know whether I'm going to do it again next time. I might get a deeper voice person to come in and speak the names of the Sumotori rather than Mr. Squeaky there. But I hope you enjoy that. Just had a little bit of added fun. So we have the two unbeaten Sumotori, Shodai and Takakaheisho, and I don't know what the lineup will be for tomorrow, but they're going to have to meet at some stage. If they stay unbeaten or they stay the same record, they will meet on the final day, and I will make that happen if it's not actually the correct fight, because they have to have the top two fighters if that's the way. But we do have 11-1 Shimanoumi and Takara Fuji, so they are well in with a chance. And we've got some 10-2s, 11-1s though. 10-2s, we've got Takarasu. Any more? No. So those really are the 5 that stand a chance of winning this Basho. So hopefully if you enjoyed this, leave a comment, and if you want to see day 13, then I'll tape day 13 tomorrow. So hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you again. Good night.